Go ahead, Aruna.
Hey everyone.
Hi,
PSSMUSA welcomes everyone to our book club session. Today we have two special guests joining us, Master Neelima from Atlanta, who will be sharing insights on the book The Universe Has Your Back. And from Tennessee, we have Master Lavanya, who will be sharing the book The Secret. Let's give them a warm virtual welcome as they start the discussion on their perspectives on this book. I welcome you, Neelima Garu. Please introduce yourself and
I like whenever I align myself with meditation. Really enjoy that refreshing and that positivity. So, thanks to all of you for giving me this opportunity to share a wonderful book with you all. I don't know if Pushpa is still there, but thank you, Pushpa, for choosing me. If not for you, I would not have read this book because I always think of reading beautiful books when I look at the book cover, but within few pages, that feeling will go down and somehow end up not reading it. But this book today I'm going to share with you all is let me share you the screen. Oh, so the screen share is disabled.
Yeah, Aruna will give you the co host. Okay, you are co host now.
Great. Give me a second, please. Yeah. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Beautiful. So this book's name is called The Universe Has Your Back. I really, really love this book because, especially, I love the timing that Pushpa asked me for the book session. And the moment I looked for a book, for some reason, this book is the first one came up, and I have decided to go with it. The very reason this book resonates with what I am going through right now and what I have to learn and how I have to realign myself and trust the universe. As you can see, the author's name is Gabrielle Bernstein. She is New York Times #1 bestseller, and she's been titled as a new role model. And she was also praised by Oprah on her show, calling her a next generation thought leader. And she also, besides this wonderful book, The Universe Has Your Back, she also did uh, May Cause Miracles, The Spiritual Junkie, and there are few other books. The best part I like about her is her explanation, her experiences, all those are so authentic and so natural, and they resonate with our day to day fears, our abstraction of doing some things. And each and every chapter she explains with beautiful experiences of either her own experiences or experiences from her close friends. She explains with realistic experiences, and also she also throws some exercises for the viewers by readers to how to achieve some greater good out of it. So the interaction. So Gabby explains, starts off this book with a very good experience of her. She actually, when she was around 16 years old, she went through a bad phase of her life. She went to a deep depression and anxiety, and she was clueless on why this is happening to her. So, but to her luck, her mother, she was already a meditator in an ashramam in upstate New York, and she helped her to calm down and do a meditation with the mantra Soham Soham. And she started doing that mantra, and very soon she felt that relief, that positivity from that mantra. And she put that into a practice, and she applied it for several months, and she really enjoyed the fruits of it. But the soon she got into her regular activities, and she started knowing her self-worth, and the soon she started enjoying her career and her relationships. In that process, she forgot, uh, or I would say she overlooked the spiritual path, and she just started to have the all kind of happiness from the outer worlds. So in quite a few months, she went into the deep depression again, and she got this a panic attack or anxiety, where she had to end up getting into emergency room. And she was clueless on what is going on with her. As the results from a doctor, there was nothing wrong with her health condition, or nothing crazy with her numbers. That is when she realized that she had this spiritual connection way back, and she forgot about it. And that is when she wanted to get back to that inner connection with the universe and start meditating. She experienced a real immediate instant connection with her meditation cycle. And she felt really bad that she turned back on to the spiritual path. And after that experience, she decided she will give this commitment to to meditate very regularly without any failure, as she always believed that it is really important. Although we many of us meditate for so long, but it is very important to keep up with this spiritual connection day in day out, to keep up with the sanity. The practice of being in spiritual path is not about being the best meditator or the kindest person possible. It's about, surrendering ourselves to the love of universe as often as possible, and keeping it as a daily practice. And before this, I forgot to mention that this book has around 11 chapters. Of course, I could not really articulate all the 11 chapters, but I do have a few chapters I can brief you around. So, the chapter one being You Have the Hidden Power. So, this, as I said already, every chapter she ended up giving a wonderful examples, a realistic example to explain what she is meaning to uh, tell us. Okay, so here she has her friend Carla, who was a very successful. She always believed that success comes with us, having a certain boundaries, making sure you have this controlling situations. You have to have this set of expectations, this set of growth in your career. And you know so and so number of, you cannot be free and do everything possible to have fun, but you have to have a boundaries, because it's very important to grow. I mean, some kind of restrictions she had, and she achieved her uh, toppest point in her life, where her career was so blooming, so nice, and she was happy. But to her surprise, she ended up having a severe panic attack, and she ended up in an emergency room again. And that is when she was reminded of her grandma's prayer. As you can see here, her grandma's prayer, this is a wonderful lines too. It says, Lord, make me an instrument of thy peace. That where there is a hatred, I may bring love. That where there is wrong, I may bring the spirit of forgiveness. That where there is discord, I may bring harmony. That where there is error, I may bring truth. That where there is a doubt, I may bring faith. That where there is a despair, I may bring hope. That where there is a shadow, I may bring light. This was a beautiful poem Carla's grandma told her when she was very young. So she somehow wanted to, I mean, maybe the universe gave her the sign to connect with her grandma's prayer for greater good. So the moment she did this prayer and she went on with her daily ritual, and this is during her recovery period from her panic attack. Okay, so she came across an email. That email has a link to one of the books, May Cause Miracles. This was the book written by Gabby. So she somehow clicked on the link and she went on to go with her 40-day exercise in that book. And she felt a great change in her life, that she was so chasing, so keen on getting into uh, a session with Gabby. So to her luck, she happened to go to a session with Gabby. I'm sorry, I really forgot to tell you that Gabby, besides author of the book, she's a very good motivational speaker and spiritual teacher. So she often, even now, she has a huge gathering of crowd listening to her speeches, and she's really a famous person when it comes to spiritual meditation process. And she also has an app that that you can get work on to help yourself. So coming back to Carla, so she went to her session and she happened to talk to her, and she told her how miraculously, when she decided to open herself to to the vibration of universe, and when she decided to read out her grandma's prayer to open the connection with the universe, and coincidentally she happened to uh, get an email with her link, and she went on to read the miracles, may cause miracles. And in that session with Gabby, that is where uh, she also informed within all the crowd that she's going to resign her high profile job, but she wants to get back to her interest of personal interest, her hobbies, and take a break. So that's a great example that Gabby is referring to. Our happiness, our success, and our safety can be measured by our genuine capacity to tune into the life, tune into the loving vibration of the universe. Not exactly, although we have all the materialistic joy, all the materialist comforts, but at some point we do need to lean back to spiritual guidance on how to be really happy in our life. So I believe this is a very good example that although she had this topmost happiness in her life regarding her career and all, she still wanted to lean back to her true self and align with the suggestions and surrender to universe to suggest her to live the life she was missing. And this is the chapter 2. You are the dreamer of your dream. So our happiness is directly reflection of how quickly we can restore our fear back to love. The universe is always responding to the energies behind your belief systems. She backed up the statements with Gabby's health experience. So Gabby, basically, she at some point in her life, she felt herself, her immune was so weak, and she often used to get sick, and she always used to self sympathize herself and set up a story about how she's weak and how she's not capable enough to be conceiving a baby and all. But once she was so keen on starting to plan to conceive a baby, that is when she decided she want to open up to a change, to her thought process. She wanted to surrender to universe and ask for help on how to solve her situation. So Gabby, one of her Gabby's close friends, Michael, he offered her to get an appointment with a very good doctor. Her name is Dr. Linda. And he said he's going to make that happen for her. And she was not at all sure, because when she did not surrender herself to universe for the help, but just making up, setting up a story about her weakness, her health issues. At that point, she because one of her friend told her about this Dr. Linda, she kind of tried to get her appointments, but she never really got hold of her. Although she sent multiple messages, she never got an appointment. But the moment she decided and she asked, I mean, she leaned onto universe, she asked for help, and she is open with, welcoming the new situations into her life. Her friend Michael, he himself called her, and he said he's going to make this happen for her. Back of his mind, he was also not sure. But to Dr. Linda's assistant, he happened to say about Gabby. Uh, and Dr. Linda's assistant know that Gabby is also already a famous author, and she was so keen on getting her into the appointment so she could also meet her. So miraculously, things fell in place, aligned itself the moment she surrendered herself to universe and asked for help. That's what she wants to tell with this experience of her. And she was also talking about the holy instinct. So holy instinct, the moment the she was also talking about the holy instinct. So whenever we are in some kind of anxiety or some kind of blocking of thoughts, or some we feel some kind of wrong energies, she suggests us to go with the holy instinct. Basically, the holy instinct is the moment you surrender the fear and surrender to the love of universe, the spiritual presence that restores our sanity. That's not like a something you do on a daily basis. It's just in that instant, if you surrender yourself to universe and ask for help, and uh, you know ask for the help, you you get some kind of signs from the universe, and you always have some kind of positive results with it. So she's just see, I mean, maybe I'm not able to tell you properly here, but in her book it is a very good example that suggests to go with the holy instance. And she also have some exercises in the book that helps readers to practice. The chapter 5, you're always being guided even when it doesn't feel like it. Thus, in this chapter, she again explains this with an experience of her friend Lance. So, what she says here is her friend Lance is he grew up with so many insecurities in his life. He always felt that he's very no, he's not so smart, he's not so good enough. And to cover that insecurities, he ended up resorting himself to uh, all kind of relationships and alcohol and some kind of addictive behavior, and that did not really serve any purpose to him. So he at some point in his life, he needed to sober up, and he decided he's gonna do that. And during his recovery process of becoming a sober, he met with Gabby, and they became very good friends at that point of time. And 2 years later, his recovery period, he happened to meet a wonderful lady, and he fell in love with her, and he started his relationship. And she's a very good lady, and she respected him and his opinions too. But she also had this sense of humor where she often, without knowingly, used to trigger his insecurities. Like, for example, he she used to say how he is not up to date with the news, his latest news, and how he is not how he just doesn't really follow a simple recipe steps and all. So that triggered his insecurities, and he started to get back to his old fears and inferior complexes. So that is when he went to Gabby, and he told him that he is not good enough for her, and he is planning on breaking up with her. So, but Gabby suggested him the say she told that the world is your classroom and other people are your assignments. If you choose to show up these universal assignments with willingness to heal, then many miracles will be presented to you. If you choose to not to and just get stuck with your uh, back then experiences or fears, you will go nowhere, and you're stuck with nothing. So, initially, as always, we always try to resist ourselves because we are not quite sure on going out of our comfort zone. The same thing happened to Lance, and he was not sure, and he resisted. But she was so keen that she told him that if you are going to uh, give up on this, there will be the same situation. And this lady that is in your life is not planted accidentally. She got into your life to serve a purpose, for you to learn something and come out with the flying colors. So that is when Lance took up this challenge, and he followed her, I think around 6 to 7 steps of exercises that she gave him, and he followed her that exercise thoroughly, and he finally thanked her. Excuse me? Am
No,
I clear?
go ahead. No, you're good. Go ahead.
Am I eating away any time, Pushpa?
No, 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 go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, thank you. So, so that is what backs up this statement. Thank you, universe. We always need to understand that some people are planted in our life, say it our spouses or our colleagues or our kids or our neighbors or whoever it is. Some people, we end up having very good experiences with some people, and we do not have good experiences. But all the people come into our life with some purpose to serve. We have something to learn from them. Maybe we have some shortcomings that we can really learn from these people. We cannot give up on them because we are not going to escape these realities anyway. So it's always a good idea to say, thank you, universe, for presenting me with this divine assignment for spiritual growth and healing. I'm ready and willing to show up for this assignment with love. I welcome your support. Show me where to go, what to do, and what to say. I trust I'm being guided. Last but not least, but this is the last chapter 11 that I'm going to read for this session. In this chapter, Gabby herself talks about her experiences on trying to conceive a baby. She tries uh, she wanted to conceive a baby, and she was so happy about that, and she also started to announce that she's going to have a baby to a lot of her friends, and to her surprise, she was not ready, and she was not able to do that, and she took almost an year and half to make it happen. During that process, although she was a very frequent, very much connected to the spiritual path, her resistance to know something more, she could not really conceive, and she felt really upset about it, and she kept on talking to her friends, and she was always in that mindset of not being able to conceive. So that with that experiences, she thought maybe this is something for me to learn from the uh, I mean, something for me to learn more and create more connections. Maybe I'm not ready. So she ended up using this 5-step process to go through her phase of not being able to conceive. The step one, she said, is take your hands off the wheel from the prayer. She said, she backed up this saying, the secret to prayer is forget what you want and pray for the highest and greater good of all. When you end up having some time frame and some actual results as the measurement of your success or measurement of your happiness, you might end up having a disappointment. Rather than that, it's a good idea to open up yourself to the possibilities and just pray for the greater good. And the step two says focus on what is already thriving. In the process of we wanting to have something more in our life, we often end up to not realize that what good things are happening around us. Like for example, how comfortable in our life we are not struggling. At least, as far as I know, we are not struggling to live. Uh, to end to live or meet our end to end situations. Like if you see what's happening in the world outside, people are in a very crazy situations. They're losing their lives, they're losing their family members, dear ones. But we are in a better shape, and we do not realize that we are only we I mean I don't mean to say we all, but usually the tendency of human being is always think about what we do not have, but and forget to acknowledge what we have and be happy about it. Step 3, she talks about obstacles are detours in the right direction. So when she says that not getting pregnant is the detour to her spiritual awakening is what she meant. She explained that she needed to establish more spiritual connection, and she needed to nurture her and prepare herself to a better mother. Maybe that is the reason I still am not able to conceive. And this time that I am taking to conceive is for the good reason. And here I would like to tell about one wonderful line I really loved. What she said is, wound is the place where light enters you. So her not being able to not being able to conceive, she compared to be as a wound. But he she also said that that process is her spiritual, gave her chance to spiritual awakening. I mean, by saying that, she said the light, the place where the light enters you. And step 4, ask for a sign, you will listen. So thank you, universe, to right. So you always should ask universe to guide you. She in that At that point when she was trying to conceive, and when she took the good measures of connecting back to the spiritual connections and all, she decided to ask universe for the sign. And to her great surprise, she happened to see a 5 white turkeys from the window, and she stayed at the turkeys for almost around 30 minutes. And after that staring, she went back to her meditation pillow, and she meditated for a while. And through her intuition, she happened to get this thought that why not she Google the real meaning of turkeys. And when she Googled the real meaning of turkeys, she realized that it resembles fertility. And she's so happy that that's exactly the message she wanted to know at that point of time. And the step 5 is when you think you surrender more. Those who are certain of outcomes can afford to wait. So, if you all can close your eyes and have your palms upward. Take a deep breath. We call on the guidance of the highest truth and compassion to enter into the space today. Thank you, universe, from taking from us and what we now willing to give away. Think of that thing you have been holding on to, that situation, that area of your life that you are willing to offer up. And we pray here. Where would you have me go? What would you have me do? What would you have me say and to whom? Thank you, universe, for taking this, reorganizing this, and showing us where to go. Take a deep breath and release. And thank you so much for. I hope I did not really go out of my time, and thank you so much for listening to me.
Thank you, Neelima. That was a beautiful book. Bringing the essence of the book was very, you did it beautifully. I mean, it shows how, when we are open to the universe, how it shows us the miracles and how things get aligned. Thank you for sharing this essence,
Thank you, Aruna.
and thank you for your time.
Thank you, Neelima. Thank you so much for coming forward and beautifully explaining. Yeah, the all the steps, all the personal experiences. It's really really nice that we can all incorporate in our. And one thing I liked is wound is where light enters. That's a beautiful statement. I mean, beautiful thing to know. And yeah, and the other one is detour is like but you're in the right direction. That's also very great you know insight. Typically we think, oh, why I'm not going in that direction, but it is it's just a detour.
Now let's welcome Lavanya Garu from Tennessee. She's going to be giving us the essence of the book, The Secret, and this is the part 3 of that book. We welcome you, Lavanya Garu. Stage is all yours.
Thank you, Aruna, and thank you for the opportunity again. And I would like to thank Neelima Devi because she gave me an idea that presenting a book through a PPT would be even more interactive and connecting. So thank you, Neelima, for the idea. I will do that from the next time onwards, and I would really like the background plants in your home.
Thank you, Lavanya.
Yes. Let's see. So this is the third part of the secret, and it's the last of the series. So we came to the different manifestations. We are manifesting desires, everything, right? So now this week we start with manifesting or attracting money. So the secrets of attracting money is we need to attract money. When we want to attract money, we need to focus on wealth, not on lacking. People like I don't have money, I cannot afford. People keep on saying that. So we need to focus on wealth, not on focus on lacking of it. Then we need to imagine that we already have the money, already have whatever we want, we are expecting. We should imagine that we already have. And the book suggests that we need to play games, money games, like bank, or I'm borrowing, I'm giving. So those are the wealthy games. Play games having wealth, and you will feel better about money. And you will, when you feel better, you will attract more into your life. So we need to feel it, that we already have, and that we are wealthy. Then one more very important thing is we need to feel happy. We have already talked about it in earlier episodes. Like for anything, if we want anything, we want to feel happily. So, and that is the fastest way to attract money into our life. So, and the intention, we need to make an intention that Whatever we see when we are going in a shop, when we are shopping, or we are seeing something, we should have an intention that I can afford that, I can buy that. So instead of putting that, oh, this is very expensive, it's not for me, this is for rich people. So instead of thinking that way, we need to shift our energy into I can afford and I can buy it. Next point is like we need to give in order to get. So if we are attracting, we are wanting some money, we need to give that. We may be thinking that I don't even have money. I'm asking for money and I don't have it right now. So how can I give? So there is a big example. The author of the book, what she did, she was in very much crisis before she was getting this wisdom. She drew from her bank account whatever she have that money left, and she made it into currency notes. Then in Australia, she was walking on the roads and she threw away all the notes, all the bills. So it's like who throws money? Who are rich, who are wealthy, who have abundance of money, then only they only throw that away. So that's how she did. Whatever left in her bank account, and people took money, she did it happily, like, oh my god, it's going okay. She didn't do, she did like, I am rich, I have everything, I have so many, I have plenty. So she like in Telugu is a Vedajalladam. That's how she did with happiness. And now she has she's the she gets every month the loyalties from the books, the movie, and everything. She doesn't need to look back. That's how it changed. So we need to give to get back. First we need to give. In Telugu they say like petti puttadam. We need to give first, then we need to take birth, then we'll have that privilege of enjoying it. And one more tip is like this is a reverse engineering type of we see whenever we get receipts or bills in the mailbox, we see like, one more bill I need to pay. Instead of they suggest like whenever they see a bill, whenever see a bill in the mail, they see that as a check. I'm receiving checks. Like there is an exercise like every day they visualize that I'm receiving checks in the mail. And one day really the check started coming. So that's how we need to visualize we are receiving checks instead of bills. Tip the balance of your thoughts to wealth. Think wealth. So whatever time we have to think about anything, we need to think about wealth and not of lacking. This is about the money chapter, and we are moving on to relationships. Important, right? So very important chapters are left for the end of the book. So we have done with the money, and now it's about relationships. When you want to attract a relationship, make sure your thoughts, words, actions, and surroundings do not contradict your desires. So if I want something in my life and I keep on saying that I don't have that, that is very far. I cannot afford. So we should not contradict our desires and thinking. And your job is you. Like if whatever I want in my life, uddhared atman atmanam, I need to love myself, I need to work for my life, I need to set everything right. I am the one. So I am the one who needs to change. So my job is me. Unless you fill yourself up first, you have nothing to give anybody. So like this is like if I am looking for love in my life, I need to self love first. then it I attract love, and people will love me, and my surroundings is filled with love. They explain a little bit more in the next point. Treat yourself with love and respect, and you will attract people who show you love and respect. So we need to love and respect ourselves, and then people will start showing their love and respect towards us. When you feel bad about yourself, you block the love, and instead you attract more people and situations that will continue to make you feel bad about you. The same example given in a written in a different way, the previous one. So if I give love and respect to myself, I attract that. If I feel bad about myself, my appearance, my education, my wealth, my social status, whatever, if I feel bad about myself, that's what I am going to attract, and people start feeling disrespectful or like blaming or complaining about myself. Focus on the qualities you love about yourself, and the law of attraction will show you more great things about you. So it's again coming to the law of attraction. So everything, actually everything in the world, everything is love. Love is everything. So love, the other name for love is attraction. So we attract things in our life. So whatever we want or whatever we do not want, that's how we need to attract or send them away. So we need to attract love, the quality of love, myself, and then law of attraction will show more great things about myself. And about to the relationship, to make a relationship work, focus on what you appreciate about other person and not your complaints. When you focus on the strengths, you will get more of them. Again, law of attraction. If I start complaining about things on a person, I keep on looking for more and more complaints, like this person doesn't have that, oh also he or she behaves like this in particular situation. Keep on remembering things. Instead, we need to, if we need to build a relationship, we need to build a positive qualities. We need to attract positive qualities. We need to only look for the positive qualities in other person. That's how we maintain a relationship. We build, maintain, and keep alive a positive relationship. And the next chapter is secret to health. So health is also very important, right? Several people, we are all meditators. Meditators do meditation for health purpose. Several people do this. And of course, we know that health is the very first thing we receive while meditating. So we have some tips to receive health in our life. The placebo effect is an example of law of attraction in action. When a patient truly believes the tablet is a cure, he receives what he believes and is cured. We go to doctor, we ask for we expect some medicine, doctors gives us, we don't even know what is the tablet, what is that medicine, what are the drugs in it, and what is the chemical reaction, chemical compounds. We do not know anything about it. We just know that we are receiving the correct medication for the problem, whatever we have, and we take it blindly. We take that believing it that the problem will go. If the doctor also says that okay, with the very first dose your temperature will go down to this, if you have the side effects of stomach pain, you will be taking that, or call me. So when our thoughts like, okay, I may get a stomach pain, so my temperature will go down with this tablet, and I may receive a side effects. Then okay, doctor already warned me, so I am receiving the side effects. Okay, this tablet is perfectly working for me. So this is all a placebo effect. We are believing, the law of attraction is working there. Focusing on perfect health is something we can all do within ourselves, despite we may be happening on the what may be happening on the outside. Like I have knee pain. I have already talked about it in the first time. So I used to have a knee pain. I asked for it to reduce my. I didn't ask to reduce my pain. I didn't ask to my pain go away. I asked for a perfect health. There is no such thing as a pain, or no such thing as a knee or joint, anything in that my phrase, so to remind me of my pain again and again. I am looking for perfect health. So there may be something else we don't even know coming up very soon. So if we ask for perfect health, so everything will be gone. So that's what we are attracting, perfect health. And we all know laughter attracts joy, releases negativity, and leads to miraculous cures. So I'm remembering one story. I think I read in Placebo Affair, the book Placebo. There is a lady. She is about 50 years old. She was diagnosed with cancer, fourth stage, and doctor said like you are going to die in 3 months. And she did the experiment with the placebo effect. What she did, like she was suggested to watch Tom and Jerry, Laurel and Hardy, all the comics, all the funny like laughter. So because she's going to die, she has nothing, she has taken any job in the house, she has nothing to do. She got to wake up, eat and watch all these comics entire day, nothing else. So she was doing that, and after 1 month she went to doctor and for the checkup. Her to the surprise, her cancer cells died. Some of them cancer cells died, like some percentage she was healed. Then she continued watching the second month and third month. After 3 months, her cancer was gone. There is no cancer. She realized that until now I was very stressed out, my life, my future plannings, with those I was very sad. I was not laughing. I was just doing laughing and my cancer was gone. She attracted cancer because of she was sad, and she was happy now, and she healed herself. That's how it is. So if we want happiness, if we want health, so we need to be happy. Doesn't matter if there is, I don't know if there is a perfect word, perfect name for Anandam in English. Anandam is something, whether we have it or not, we are happy. In any given condition, we are happy. So it is not dependent on any materialistic things or psychological or anything. So we are always happy, ever happy. So laughter attracts joy and releases negativity, and also leads to miraculous cures. That is very important, to be joyful and laughing. Disease is held in the body by thought, by observation of the illness, and by attention given to the illness. If you are feeling a little unwell, do not talk about it unless you want more of it. If you listen to people talk about your illness, you add energy to their illness. We all know about this. Like, and that's what I don't know if even before reading this or even before coming into meditation, that's how I used to do. Even though I have some illness, I do not think about it. I do not talk about it. I do not acknowledge it. And that's how I feel like, okay, even I'm having some pains, I cannot walk, I cannot reach that, I'm not able to do, I don't used to do that. I'm ever healthy. That's no matter what. That's I used to do. And people even like recently I'm sharing my experiences that I used to have knee pains, and I manifested through the secret book. People ask me, even my closest friend asked, were you having pains in your legs? I don't know that, because I never acknowledged that. I'm I want perfect health as my guest, not the knee pains as my guest. I did not entertain them. So that's what they're telling. Instead of change the conversation to good things and give powerful thoughts to seeing those people in health. We are attracting healthy people. We are not attracting sick people. If we keep on looking, acknowledging, and thinking and talking to about our ill health, then we will be seeing people of the same. Someone will say, oh, I used to have these pains, or my aunt used to have these pains and she did that, she went to that doctor and this medication will work. So instead of talking about ill health, they said, like, attract healthy people into your life. Beliefs about aging are all in our minds. So release those thoughts from your consciousness. Focus on health and eternal youth. Eternal youth. This is something we is possible. Several masters in PSSM also, like Ishwar and Vishwa, they are brother and sisters from Tenali something. So they are like I feel like they're ever youth, ever young. They are just like that. So it is possible to be ever eternally youth, and we should focus on our health. And age is in our mind. They say, right, age is just a number. We doesn't need to get connected. Okay, I'm 60 years old, I'm retired, I'm became old, I cannot do that, I cannot receive jobs because of my age, I won't get any new jobs, they won't recruit me. So these are all in our mind. We can create jobs, we can be healthy. They say, like, focus on health, not on our age. And the last point in health chapter is, do not listen to society's messages about diseases and aging. Negative messages do not serve you. Of course, right? That's what I do. Whenever my husband says, like, yeah, I'm getting old. Of course, yeah, it's very common to get sick. Is common when we age. We are 50 plus. We are getting age. Yeah, diabetes. Yeah, that's common. So whenever he says that, I'm like, a cancel this. We are healthy. We are eternally youth. We are happy. That's what I create my thoughts. Negativity doesn't serve us. Like, we do not want whatever we want. That's what we are going to think and attract. Right? So it's the next one is about going big picture. What is like attracting the world, the secret to the world, because we are social beings, we are living in the world, we have so direct and indirect connections with everyone in the world. So someone, we are buying China goods, like someone in the China, they are working in the factories and making goods for us. So we are directly connected. We are whatever material they have touched, we are touching, we are using them. And somewhere in Sahara desert, the wind blows, sand rises, and clouds form, or something happens, atmosphere changes, weather changes, seasons come. So somewhere thousands of away, we are being affected. So the world, entire world is connected. So we need to uh, get connected to the world. How we are going to do this? Let's say, what you resist, you attract, because you are powerfully focused on it with emotion. To change anything, go within and emit a new signal with your thoughts and feelings. So we whatever we resist, we do not want that. I do not like it. So whatever we resist, we keep on attracting that, because we resist with a power. No, I do not want this. So we are resisting with power, and that what we are going to attract. So power also works here. You cannot help the world by focusing on the negative things. Yeah, we are here, we are world beings, right? We are social beings. We are here to help, support, live happily in this world. So we cannot help the world by focusing on negative things. As you focus on the world's negative events, you not only add to them, but you also bring more negative things into your own life. Like I put that into my own experience. If you, if someone cries, keep on crying in their own house, in their, I mean, in their house, in a corner of the room, even though they are crying for own, with secretly, without anybody noticing them, they are releasing negative vibrations, not just to them, to the room, to the house, to the city, to the world. So those vibrations, they are creating those, sending those vibrations, because they are living in the world, and whatever the frequency they are releasing, people get attracted to. So we are not helping, but we are thought pollution. We are polluting the world with our thoughts. Instead of focusing on the world's problems, give your attention and energy to trust, love, abundance, education, and peace. That's why in PSSM, Patriji says, when whoever is meditating, stop watching news. You just need to know what's immediate, like you need to take an umbrella because you are going out, so you just need to know the weather conditions. You just need to know if there is a traffic, just to advancely to be precautious. We do not know, we don't need somewhere it is war is happening, someone is killing someone, some cruelty, hatred. We don't need to know, because we see them, we attract them, we keep on thinking about them. So instead of attracting those, instead of spending our time and mind into those negative things, we will attract, we will see, we will give attention and energy to love, abundance, education, and peace. Those are the bonds, those are the things we are looking for in our life, right? So as much as we stop watching the news, newspapers, TV, dramas, then only whatever we are learning in our life, that's going to manifest. We will never run out of good things, because there is more than enough to go around for everyone. Life is meant to be abundant. This is something was very shocking to me when I read it for the first time. Like the world is abundant. It never runs out of good things. All that we need to do is just attract, think, give attention, and we will receive. So if the we have some limited thoughts, like if I get this much money from the company, they won't be receiving. If though they get that much money or salary, I won't be getting. So those are all the limited thoughts. So just remove all of them, and good things never run out in the world. You have the ability to tap into the unlimited supply through your thoughts and feelings and bring it into your experience. So the world is, the universe is unlimited. We need to tap into that unlimited supply. So limited thoughts, we need to remove the limited thoughts in every aspect of our life, and we need to think unlimited. We are the souls, we are not the body, we are the souls. We are ourselves unlimited. That's the same thing. The world, entire universe, every material, every resource is unlimited. Praise and bless everything in the world, and you will dissolve negativity and discord and align yourself with the highest frequency, love. What is the highest frequency? That is love. So we need to love everything, we need to bless everything, we need to praise everything. I used to think in my life, before coming into meditation, I used to think like those are rich people, they can afford, I cannot afford. Only money comes into rich, whoever are rich, they becomes more and more rich, and they are rich, they do wrong things to earn money. So I used to have all those negative feelings, and those are the such a stupid way of thinking. That's how I understood after reading this book. So I changed my mind, I changed my belief system, and that's how I changed. Whatever I am attracting, everything changed. And the very last one and very important thing is the secret to you. So we are about to know who we are, what we are, and how it is. We have time until 9, right, Aruna? Yes.
Um, we need 15 minutes.
Yeah. I think I'm supposed to. I'm going to finish this. We have only 2 more
Okay, yeah,
chapters.
you can go ahead.
Yeah, we can be done in 15 minutes.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, these are all, of course, we all know these, but we are just reminding one more time. Everything is energy, and I am energy magnet. We are energy magnet. So electrical energy, everything, we have, our thoughts have electrical energy, and our feelings have magnetic energy. So, okay, whatever we think, we are sending that electrical energy to that. We are giving energy to that. You are a spiritual being, so we are energy, we are giving energy. We are spiritual being, you are energy, and energy cannot be created or destroyed. It just changes form. Therefore the pure essence of you has always been and always will be. So I am the spiritual being, and the energy cannot be changed, transformed. So I'm always been an energy form, but my change, my form, my physical body changes for every life, but I've been always been an energy. The universe emerges from thought. We are the creators, not only of our own destiny, but also of the universe. This is very important. Patriji says, like, you are co-creators. We are co-creators, right? So we are creating not just our own reality, but entire universe is dependent on us. I have read this book. I think it's called Telugu. It's Atmayanam. In that book, I realized that the entire universe, the plants, animals, everything dependent on human beings. Whatever their thoughts, humans are, if humans are very loving, very caring towards the animals, then there won't be any carnivorous. There won't be any carnivorous animals. If we stop eating animals, then animals stop eating the smaller ones. So we are the one we are giving energy. We are the one who is being cruel and making them, and because we are the big brothers to them. We are the evolved souls. They all look for us. They follow us. Animals, everything. So we are the one who needs to change. Whenever we change uh, to take care of the world, even their behavior, their livelihood, their habitats, everything changes. That's so amazing. They have explained it very well in that book. So we are not just creating our own reality, but we are deciding the destiny of the entire universe. Unlimited supply of ideas are available to you. All knowledge, discoveries, inventions are in the universal mind as possibilities waiting for the human mind to draw from them. You hold everything in your consciousness. We know in subconscious level we have everything. We know everything. Right? In soul level we know everything. So all the wisdom, all the inventions, all the knowledge, whatever there is in the world, we know that we have in our own selves. So unlimited, we are unlimited. That is the power of me, that is the power of you. We need to, from limited level to, we are the power, we are the creators of the universe. That's how we need to grow. Our thinking process needs to go. We are all connected, we are all one. This is the ultimate oneness truth. We are all connected, we are all one. Let go of difficulties from your past, cultural codes, and social beliefs. You are the only one who can create the life you deserve. Yeah, right. Udhrad Atman Atmanam again. So I am the one who can create my own life how I want to, how I deserve. So they have been explaining all these, the entire book, and again they are summarizing it here. A shortcut to manifesting your desires is to see what you want as absolute fact. I want to see that as an absolute fact, then only I manifest. That's the secret. It's yeah, it is there. I will, we need to change our saying, like I will be getting, or I want that. From that, instead we have to say, I have that right now. It's a fact. So that when we keep on thinking, we need to be very firm on absolute fact, then only we manifest. It's a very shortcut. It quickens the process. And the last point here is, your power is in your thoughts. So stay aware. In other words, remember to remember. That means remember that we are powerful, that we are unlimited. We need to remember that every moment. So remember to remember that we are, the power is in our thoughts. That is the secret to you. And the last one is secret to life. I'm going to end this here. The secret to life. We'll finish in 10 minutes. You get to fill the blackboard of your life with whatever you want, right? We are the one who is going to create our reality. So we can make a board. Oh, this is my life. At this age, I'm going to become that. I'm at this time, I'm going to get this much money. I'm going to be very healthy. Within this 1 year, I'm going to be like this. We are the one who is going to create, and that's what going to manifest. The only thing you need to do is feel good now. So we need to feel good now to attract it quick and to manifest. So in the future, somewhere, sometime, I'm going to get, no, it's absolute fact. Right now, we need to, we are having it, so we need to feel good about it now. The more you see, the more you use the power within you, the more power you will draw through you. If I see I'm the powerful being, I'm the energy being. If I see myself as an energy being, then only I attract power. I receive power. Someone is sitting idle and feeling dull, low, then they are not attracting, but instead they are losing, they're draining their energy. If they get up, if they dance, if they smile, if they attract, if they love, immediately energy flows into them. So that's how, if we use the power within us, then we attract more power, to we draw more power. The time to embrace your magnificence is now. We need to embrace the magnificence of me is now, not in the future. Now, right now, we are in the midst of a glorious era. As we let go of limiting thoughts, we will experience humanity's true magnificence in every area of creation. This is such a big truth, such a big thing. I am keep on trying to manifest. Like whenever they say, okay, this is Kali Yugam, people will be behaving like this. There is always cruelty, hatred between countries and religions. I stopped thinking, I stopped the limiting my thoughts about seeing the negative things in the world. I keep on thinking it's a glorious era. This is going into this time is moving into fifth dimension. This is so beautiful. We are all changing. Spirituality is spreading everywhere. Even though someone kills someone, I only see positive things in them, because okay, someone wants to leave their body, someone wants to they have already decided this way, they want to leave this body today in this way. That's what it manifested, it's happened, they are in the, they fulfilled their life purpose, whatever they wanted to do. That's how it's going to, even though they are sick, they died, I think that okay, their body doesn't help them to fulfill their life purpose, so they are going to get a new body, fresh body, and they are going to start all together new life. So there is no negativity whatsoever, that I don't see any negativity. That's how I practiced myself after reading this book. Do what you love. If you don't know what brings you joy, ask, what is my joy? As you commit to your joy, you will attract an avalanche of joyful things, because you are radiating joy. So we are asking for joy, so we need to ask for it. What brings joy in me? There is always two choices, right? We need to do this or wrong, we need to think this way or not, we need to stop here or not. So there is always a, question, what brings joy in our life. So if we commit to be joyful, whatever the situation is, then we attract more joy, will be radiating joy. The last point of the book. Now that you have learned the knowledge of the secret, what you do with it is up to you. Whatever you choose is right. The power is all yours. So, being said all the secrets of the whatever we need to do to be for a happy life, they said like ultimate freedom is ours. We have a free will. So, whatever you choose is right. Whatever you choose is right. The power is all yours. Whatever you think, whatever you attract, the power is within you. You are the powerful energy form, and be joyful and happy. Live a happy life.
Wow, how beautiful. Um, how beautifully explained how we can manifest money, relationships, health. It is like, it is not, we attract not what we want, we attract what we are. So it's always, it's like you have to keep yourself in the vibration of what you want. Only then you attract that. Very beautifully explained. And the bullet pointers which you gave in the end, for you and for life, they are like eye openers for me. Like when somebody doesn't know what brings joy to them, you ask and it will be answered. So
Yes,
that's what you can follow.
yes,
Thank you very much, Lavanya Garu. It was a beautiful book. I would definitely want to now buy and read it. I did not read it.
yes. This is the
So,
secret.
yes, thank you for sharing the essence so beautifully. And thank you for your time. Thank you, friends, for joining in. Let's all meet again next week, same time.
Thank you, Aruna. Thank you for the opportunity, Pushpa and Swadhyaya Yoga and PMC USA. Thank you so much.
Thank you.